Hello all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Ravina Bhaskaran, an author, illustrator and publisher. Today, I'm so happy to color this Jingle All The Way Christmas coloring book. This is the new release. If you haven't watched the flip through of this video, I will include the link in the description as well as in the I button that is popping right now. You can go check that out. I'll quickly explain the features of this book. This is the premium quality coloring book. 170 GSM paper is included in this book. This has 44 plus quirky whimsical illustration. Today I have chosen this big spread of Christmas joy. As soon as I see this, I really want to give it a try in my coloring style. I don't know how long this would take. I am super excited to try this out. I have taken my color pencils. I'm gonna use my Faber-Castell Polychromos 120 set of color pencil. So this is the first time I'm using the 120 set of color pencil. If you haven't watched the unboxing and review video of this Faber-Castell 120 set, I'll include that too in the I button that is popping right now. Also, I am gonna use some soft pastels, I guess. I don't know. I'll be using it here or there, maybe for the backgrounds and something like that. I'll use this brushstroke soft pastel. If you haven't watched the review video of this product, I'll also include the link in the description and also in the I button that is popping right now. Okay, without much ado, let's get coloring. Before that, we need to choose the color palette. I forgot to mention that this book has a pre-made color palette. Each color palette in certain style. This is a classic Christmas, winter wonderland, and something like that. Whimsical Christmas, Nordic Christmas. These has some categories. You can try this out, or else if you want a new category, you can always do your own color combinations here. Today, this is my first page in this coloring book, so I'll go with the classic Christmas. So there is nothing wrong in selecting your Christmas color palette. Classic Christmas will always suit for all kind of Christmas illustrations. So let's get started. I'm using my hardback cover book and it is laying very flat and the paper is also thick. Let's begin our coloring. Let's begin our background coloring. For that, I am using different shades of blue and I'm using my makeup brush to blend everything. To lighten the areas, I'm using white soft pastel. I am increasing the depth of the blue in the corners and where that cloud shape is not there. I mean, inside the cloud area, I am using lighter blue, and outside that, I'm using some purple, dark blue to give some visual interest. If your soft pastel get messy and got into the main element, other elements, you can always erase it. It's very forgiving medium. You can erase it very cleanly. You can use your normal eraser or your electric eraser. No matter what, you can erase it completely. Moving on to the home, this very Christmassy home. Since we chosen that classic Christmas color palette, we have a major red part, so I decided to go with the red home. Both of these home will be in red. I almost used all kinds of red here, from pale geranium lake, whatever you find in your polychromos 120 set, from alizarin crimson and deep scarlet red, dark red, deep red, permanent carmine, everything. I used a range of red colors. Also, to darken at the very corner or edges, I am using some indigo color. This is my very favorite part. To give some shadow, I'll always use some dark indigo color so that it gives that depth and it makes the object pop out from one another. I'm using the same kind of shading. At the ends I am darkening out, and in the middle part I'm giving some orangey tinge color, as well as it's light compared to the outer ends. Outer ends I'll use some indigo color and I'll darken it up. Here you can see I have created some little curves to give some visual interest, and it also looks like what will you tell, that roof you will use, no, that terracotta roofs, it created that effect. Now moving on to the right side page, I have used the same color combinations and completed the home already. You are seeing everything in 32x speed, I guess. Now I am coloring in my normal 1x speed, and I am using again all kinds of green, from dark tallow green and pine green, everything, whatever, chrome oxide green, whatever you find in your 120 set polychromos, I'm using everything. First I am flickering gentle strokes, which gives that Christmas tree effect. Then later I am giving some light green strokes. Then later, moving on, I am using some dark chrome oxide green kind of color, so that it gives some very nice visual interest. As you can see, I am leaving some white spaces. It's okay if it shows the white space, because later in our steps we will use snow covering in those areas, so don't bother about that. Just use some flicking strokes and make these Christmas trees. Moving on to the grass and little plants around, I'm using all kind of greens you will find in your polychromos. I don't want to mention each and every colors. If you want to mention like that, please let me know. Maybe in the next video we can include that. Moving on to the left side, again I'm using the same color combination, and I made sure that one Christmas tree is different from another Christmas tree. Okay, I used different base color for each Christmas tree, and everything looks different. Moving on to the snow. Next we can color the snow using light blue. This would match the soft pastel that we have used for the background clouds. Now I am using that and filling all the snow area in the ground. Moving on, I am creating some visual interest by giving some swirls using some dark blue color. I am giving some swirl inside that cloud shape, just for some, what will you say, to give some visual interest. It's so blank in the background, I don't want that effect, so I want to create some effect. So I created these swirls. Some are bending in the left, some in the right. I'm giving some shading using some white pencil and blending it to look seamlessly. Now our red part and green part is completed in our color palette. Next, let's move on to the next color. It looks so good as of now. It looks Christmassy. Now let's move to our yellow color. This actually made a great difference in your illustration. I mean, this coloring. As soon as I give yellow color, everything comes alive. I am giving some curtain effects inside the glass pane. You can do that or you can leave it plain. I really want some curtains there. I'm using blue color in this left side of the page, and also for the door I'm creating some fluted glass kind of effect using light yellow, dark yellow, and some grays. Moving on to the gift boxes, you can use whatever you that comes to your mind. I am using randomly. I didn't plan for anything. I saw some Christmas wrapping paper images in the Pinterest, and I am going wildly. Some are green, blue, pink, red. turquoise, whatever that comes to my mind, I will use. I'll make sure that one object, one gift box will one gift box color will not repeat to the gift box which is present nearby. I am creating some dots, stars. I'm keeping it very simple. I don't want any complex shapes here and there, and want to divert the focus on the gift wrappers. First, I created the base layer. Then I'm giving some shadows and everything highlights to the gift wrappers. Only the red part and green part took long time. After that, everything went so easy. Moving on to these bows in the front door. Also, this candlelight holders. I want that to keep it simple, so I completed it. Moving on to the street lamp, I am giving some glass effect inside that. Bright bulb is glowing. Moving on to the flower pot, and I am completing everything with some lights and shadows, giving the stars life. Also, these two dangling lights. Next, I took my gold pen. This is Uniball Signo. Whatever I'm using, I'll link everything in the description below. You can surely check that out. I am using this pen for all the jingle bells. This book has lots of jingle bells. I have thrown it all over the pages. This one is Stedler metallic pen gold, and I have used it here. It didn't look that great because it didn't have that shimmery effect, so I changed to Uniball Signo pen, and that shimmery effect is so good. I don't know whether the camera is catching it properly or not, but in real life, it's so shimmery. I am placing random dots here and there, squiggly lines throughout the illustration, in the doors, in the Christmas trees, and or other ornaments. I am placing random dots here and there, nothing in particular order. Simply, I just created some dots. Also, for the flower pots and gift boxes, I have created some embellishment here and there. I am using it on the window pane too. Next, moving on to the Uniposca white acrylic marker. I am gonna give some light effect to all these fairy lights or serial lights. What will you call? I don't know. I am dabbing it once I apply the pen to create that glowing effect. Next, I'm taking my Unipol Signo pen and giving life and to the curtains and other small areas. This pen is thin, so I am creating some highlight to the curtains. As you can see, I'm flicking randomly. Also, for the plant tops where the snow is slightly collected. Next, moving on to our again Uniposca pen, I have created some diagonal lines for the glass panes, creating some snows here and there. Don't think about anything, just go wild. It will automatically come fantastic output. It will be fantastic. Don't worry about anything. Just play and throw the snow wherever you want. Just go wild, squiggle the pen here and there. Also, in the top of the sky, I am using the same pen. Constantly, I'm cleaning it and reactivating it by shaking the pen. And as soon as I use this white pen, everything comes alive, and I feel the Christmas even in the hot summer. It's almost like summer here in India, and I am so fulfilled and happy. Moving on to the serial lights, I am using some sharp tip, different colors, blue, green, red. something like that, to give some effect. These serial lights is not clear because our window pane is so bright, so we may not see that much effect, but it will create some visual interest. I'm using it on the Christmas trees also. It's not that prominent, but it will create some difference. Around the serial light area, I'm using darker yellow shade and coloring the lights as well as the object around them. It will create that light glowing effect. Then I'm using my small white pen, Signo pen, and squiggling the light bulbs because it will give some glass effect. You may think what difference it's going to make. Actually, it makes a great difference. You just try it out and let me know. For each and every bulb, I in the very tip, I'm using some small curve using the white pen. Also, I'm dotting here and there with the small snowdrops, correcting other small parts. I'm using the same kind of highlight in the all serial bulbs. Wherever I can see it very prominently, I'm using it. It makes such a great difference, creating the diagonal line in the window pane, also the curtains. Again, I'm adding few more snows here and there. Don't worry how this will look. It will look amazing. In the swirl areas also, I'm using the uh, white pen and creating the effect. Also, I in the chimneys I created some smoke effect coming out. At the bottom of every Christmas tree there is some snow, what will you use, heap, snow heap. So I'm creating that effect. Also in each and every object present down, I am using some snow heap effect. Also on top of some gift boxes and these candles, I am using this white pen. I didn't think very much, I just wildly going in and covering the snow. And that's all, I guess I have added enough. I think I created a very beautiful masterpiece. Then I am again taking my soft pastel and flicking it in the background because the white dots are very prominent. I want to settle it a little bit, so I am again blending with my makeup brush and um, settling down the very prominent white color in the sky. This makes that slight change. I hope you can see that. Now everything looks so good, so good. I don't know. I am talking about me. I feel like that. What do you think? Do you like this coloring? I really enjoyed doing this page. My Prismacolor, my Polychromos glide so good on these thick pages, and I absolutely enjoyed this coloring. I hope you like this video. That's all. I have created this beautiful masterpiece, and I'm gonna spam you with this picture all over my social media. If you're not following me on Instagram, Twitter, you can find me everywhere, every other social media you can name. Follow me on that. Find the link in the description below. See you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Happy coloring.